Welcome to Conscious Coupling, where Frederick Gobet and Christy Whitman share their experiences of creating a conscious, connected relationship. Every week, they give practical tools, steps, and processes to help you find the loving connection with your partner. Let's get into today's conversation with Frederick and Christy.
Hey, hon, are you with me?
Yes, let me just finish this text real quick. Okay, I'm good.
Thank you for being here with me.
You're welcome. So,
And not being distracted.
hi everyone, this is Christy Whitman.
And this is Frederick Gobet.
And we are talking about distractions today because you know what? In this day and age, there's lots of distractions in a relationship. So, for example, if you have kids, yeah, there's distracting. That's distracting. If you try to have a conversation and the kids come in, that's distracting. Okay, we're good. Thank you.
Thank you, boys.
Awesome. So there's a lot of things that distract us these days, you know, like just even the phone. If you're sitting with your partner, we've seen couples at like really nice dinners and both of them are having dinner together and they're both on their phones.
We actually took a picture of an outing that we both did, and we decided to take each our phones out so that we could recreate that kind of scene of new couples these days. That's what we kind of see with some of the couples that have their phones, they're together and in front of each other, sitting in front of each other, and each of them have their phones in hands. They're looking at their phones, so it's really, really funny.
So it's really hard to sit there and talk about your intentions for the day and what your vision is for putting up Christmas trees or sleepovers or vacations or what you're gonna do with the money or all these things that help you connect and get to know each other or how you're feeling and what's coming up for you when both of you are on your phones.
It's hard to talk to each other.
Even last night, he was watching a hockey game and I was sitting there talking to him and he goes, wait, what'd you say? And I go, are you with me? Because he's like, I'm distracted by the game, right? So there are things in life, whether it's work or, you know, family members, the kids, the dog. So now we have a dog, a puppy with the kids. You know, there's so many different things. So we're going to talk about, you got your phones, you got your TVs that can distract.
You got the bills that you need to pay every month.
That's it.
That could be a distraction.
That's it. You got the responsibilities, the household upkeep, the, you know, the laundry, the mowing the lawn, the shoveling of the snow, wherever, depending where you live. The shoveling of sunshine. You know, you got family and friends and drama that can happen with that. You got your health, right? Health and well-being. If you go work out, I mean, all these things are parts of life. And all of them, if you think about it, can be things that pull you away from your partner or be distractions. So how do you fix that? What do you do, right? Even just having your computer around, and you know, he could be on his computer sometimes doing the investment stuff, and I'm like, hun? And he's like, hey, I'm not with you, right? So it's important to understand that you need to take quality time together. And if you are spending time together, turn off the TV, or at least watch something that you want to watch together, but have, like, during times of commercial, we like, you know, we'll mute the TV and chat during the commercials, right? Because I'm funny. Like, if we're watching a show and the show's going on and he starts talking while the show's going on, I'm like, you're the distraction now. Because I don't want to hear you because I'm trying to listen to the movie or trying, you know. So pause the thing, turn to each other.
And then
talk.
She tells me I'm distracted with me watching my hockey game, right? I wonder who distracts who. All that is to say that all these distractions, they pull our attention away. So what happens, what we want to do is pull our attention back to ourselves and be in the present moment with your partner.
With yourself first.
With yourself first,
and then
your partner. You'll be able to be with your partner and then engage in communication and then kind of talk about what you need to talk.
Right.
Very easy.
So we've talked about on the other shows boundaries, and these are ways of also putting up boundaries, is that, you know, the timing of things when you talk. like if you have a conversation you want to have with your partner, not having it where the TV's on and, there's text messages coming through and the kids are up. A lot of times we'll wait till the kids go to sleep because we know that distraction, not that we're calling our kids a distraction, but they can distract, like you saw. Right? And that does happen. I was taking the kids the other day to a place called Yogurtology here in Scottsdale, and I was with the boys, and this mom was walking in. She has her husband and her 2 kids, and she literally goes, "Oh my God, my head is gonna explode." And I go, "I don't want to see that." And she goes, "They're all talking to me all at the same time." I said, "You know what? AJ's, which is the local grocery store, they make you take a number." I said, "Tell them to take a number. Because you can't talk, they can't all talk to you all at once." And she goes, "That's a good idea. You're all gonna have to take a number." And we were joking around as moms, but even as a mom, like you're in your own thought. I remember like if I had a pack for something or plan for something and the kids would come in and it's like that pull, that distraction pulls you away from your focus, right? So you gotta set yourself up for success, that when you're wanting to have an intimate conversation, the kids are asleep, or that the TV is turned off, the computer's away, the phone is put aside. When you go into dinner together, don't take your phones out. Actually sit there and have a conversation with each other and talk about what your visions are. Talk about what you're excited about. Talk about the places that you dream, desire, where you want to go, and what you'd like to experience, and all of these different things.
Create that intimacy with each other.
Right.
That's what you want in a relationship, is create more intimacy. So create that space where you're not at work, because sometimes we'll allow ourselves to do what we do at work. At work, you have a tendency of taking, 2-3 things at the same time. There's a lot of distractions there too. So what happens is when you bring it home, you bring it to your partner, then it's time to be present with your partner. And I'm not saying that you can't be focused at work, because it is good to be focused at work with one thing that you need to do at a time. But in your partner, in your relationship, it's important, if you do want to create more intimacy, to be focused and be present with your partner.
Say that word again.
Intimacy.
Are you trying to say it in French? Say it in French.
L'intimité.
Ooh,
nothing to do.
That's better. I just wanted to hear him speak French. Anyway, so that's a distraction. What was I saying? No, so you want to set aside time. And here's the thing, it's not like, oh, we'll find the time. You're never going to find time. We all have 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. We don't just find space and time, we make time. It's like if you're wanting to go to the gym, you can't just, when I find the time. You're never going to find the time, right? There's going to be always something else that fills up that time. It's up for you to declare, going to the gym 4 days a week is important for me. I'm going to schedule it in like a very important appointment. And similar, if we're important in our relationship, let's make the time to be alone this week, whether it's like going to a nice dinner or going to a movie, or talking about something we need to talk about, what something's coming up, whether it's a vacation or how we're going to plan the holidays or whatever it is.
Going on a walk together.
Right.
And just talking during the walk.
Carve out that time. Make yourselves a priority. And that's how you will continue to feed that relationship and not let all of the possible distractions happen, especially even, around the holidays. There's a lot more distractions. You got, Christmas dinners and Thanksgiving dinners and Halloween and all these things that could be a huge distraction. So we really need to dedicate your time and put that time aside and make yourselves a priority. And, create the environment of intimacy so that you're being able to be with your partner and really hear your partner, so that the TV's not going on. You're like, because you got one ear on the TV and one ear on her or him, like what happened last night with the hockey game. He was listening to me, but then he's like, wait, what? I could have said my hair is on fire, and then he would have went, wait, what'd you say? So.
I would have just caught fire. And that's what happened last night. I just got a couple of words here and there. And that's a good example of what not hearing is all about, not listening properly. So I'm not listening to the sentence and even the energy behind what she was telling me. So that's being distracted. And
so what I could do on my part is say, hey, is this a good time to talk? Or are you really, sometimes I'll say, are you really into this game? And he'll be like, yeah, I'm really, there's the third period.
Third
period, and
in hockey.
and Montreal is like up by 1, and they're almost about to whatever the sports stuff's going on. There's 2 minutes left. They're about to punt a ball, whatever.
Punt a ball. All right. Ice hockey. Punt a ball.
But it's a crucial point in a game, which I may not be aware of, right? But he is, and so his full attention is on this like nail-biting game. So it's up to me to say to him, hey, is this a good time to talk to you about something? And he might say, no, give me 5 minutes, the game's almost over. Perfect. So that's his boundary, I'm respecting his boundary, because if I know that I come and sit down, and my hair's on fire, and he's not gonna hear me. He's not going to pay attention. He's going to pretend to pay attention, but he's really not going to be hearing me. So, we have to obviously ask, is this good timing too?
So that's what creating the surrounding that makes it timely to speak with one another.
Absolutely. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Don't let things distract your relationship and your love, and think about what are the things that do distract you and what can you do about them? What are the solutions so that you can carve out that time, that intimacy with your partner? And next episode, we're going to be talking about what if. So if you want more information, you can go to christywhitman.com/coupling, or you can go to connectedcoupling.com.
And don't forget to let your partner watch his or her TV show
without distracting,
you talk to her.
Without being the distraction.
Without being the distraction. See you next week.
Have a good week, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Conscious Coupling with Frederick Gobet and Christy Whitman. If you like our show and want to know more, check out ChristyWhitman.com. And please leave us a review on iTunes. Learn how to turn your partner into your soulmate. Join us again next week for another powerful episode.